live here at Ojore Market, one of the busiest places in Otaogun State. This is Veegil on the Street. My name is Oluwa Pelumi from Veegil Media. 2023 for many has been a year of many shades. If you ask some, they would say it's a year of good things. If you ask others, they would say it's a year of bad things. If you ask business people, they will tell you it's the year of profit or the year of losses. Today, we'll be asking people in this market to tell us how this year has been for them and how they've been able to cope so far so good. So expect to see citizens speak, expect to see business people speak, expect to see CEOs speak as we go on this journey. Follow us and get to hear what people say.
Okay, welcome back to Veegil on the Street. We are right here in Ota and I'm Favor Aya. I'm with Mr. What's his name?
Mr. Israel.
So, Mr. Israel, can you please give us like a summary of what the business has been for you throughout the year 2023?
Well, since the year 2023, starting from January, we have been enjoying the business that we are doing. But right now, since the day they swelling Mr. President on May, so the business have been tough because it's not the rate we are purchasing goods that we are purchasing it now. It's higher, 2 times higher than before.
So what business are you talking about exactly? Because we know this is a marketplace, a lot of people are doing so many things, so you have to be specific in the business. Okay,
in my own side, we are producing snacks. So the rate to purchase flour before is 2 times higher than the rate we are purchasing it now. Well, before the swelling of Mr. President, we are purchasing 1 bag of flour at the rate of, if maybe by December time, we used to purchase at the rate of 10,000, 10,500. But recently now, we are purchasing at the rate of 45,000 naira.
Aside from the flour and all that, what of the oil, your gas and all that? Do you have something to say about that?
That one is even the worst because the gas now, by that time we used to purchase a liter of gas or 1 kg of gas at the rate of maybe 75 naira, but now it's at the rate of 1,002. While groundnut oil and sugar is at the rate of, like sugar is at the rate of 60-something thousand, while groundnut oil is at the rate of 30-something thousand. So all those things is getting tough to us, and even most of us, we are no longer be able to purchase at the rate of we used to purchase before.
So that is to say that the prices are no longer the same because the cost of production have been increased. So I would like you to just give us a show, like how has the customer relation been? Like, are people still buying things? Are they still patronizing you as usual?
People are no longer buying the way you used to buy. Like if you look at my own table, we are rounding up by this time because customers are not turning up the way they used to turn up. If it is before, we used to even produce around 7 o'clock in the evening, we'll be making sales. But now we are rounding up by this time just because customers are no longer coming.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Israel, for your time. And we pray that by next year things are going to get better. And I believe that things are going to get better. Thank you, Mr. Israel, for your time.
Good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon, sir.
What's your name, man?
My name is Grace Etimsima.
What do you sell here at Ojore?
I'm selling food stuff.
How has this year been for you selling?
The market is too expensive. But when we want to buy it, to sell it is very hard. And customer is no more coming like before.
So this time last year, how was it for you? Was it like this time?
It's not like this, so it's because of the petrol. When we go and buy, those people will remove. When we come, we remove our own. So the market is so expensive. We have to add our own to sell it.
Okay, give an example of what was cheaper last year and is more expensive now.
See, like this stockfish now. Last year, we used to buy it, this one 350. But this year in the market, we are buying 700. So we are selling 800, 900.
Wow.
See, last year is 3,500. This year now is 5,500 per plate.
Well, how about customers? Have they reduced or increased?
No, they reduce. That is how it says. When you ask, you said, instead of me to come to market like before, I reduce coming. So when I come and buy, the little I can buy.
But are you doing any special discount for anybody who is coming to buy from you?
No, there is no special discounts. No special.
But how can you describe this your office for anybody who wants to buy this season?
This season,
yes.
When you get to Ojore Market, so beside Empress, you said you want Mama Blessing, so they will take you down to this place. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mama Blessing. We appreciate it. All right, thank you.
Alright, sir. So we want to know how this year take before you. How it takes year?
The year is difficult more than the other year we have been using.
Okay, like what do you think happened?
This is true from government now. It's taking things so hard with us.
So now, Shashapi, now you get this bus.
No, we take this bus from somebody to drive and to pay them, to pay to the owner. And we that we have, even the whenever the bus get problem, to repair it is a problem. Are you getting it? So when we get the bus, we give it to the driver. Driver works. The money the driver will bring is not enough to repair the vehicle at the same time. So that's why the whole thing is difficult for us.
So we hope that next year will be better than this.
We just hope, because government will say it will be better, but it's getting worse and worse every day. It's not getting any better. Government is not improving. It's not giving anybody good encouragement.
Well, let's hope that next year is going to be a better year.
Yes, we pray that things will be better by next year.
And I say amen. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Evangelist Olatunji.
So, sir, we have seen what have been happening all through the year, the ups and the downs, and you being a driver, that means you purchase fuel. So we'd like to know how the increase in the fuel price, how it has affected your business so far.
In fact, the increase in the fuel has caused a tremendous problem to we the driver, because the money we are making is even much more less than in the previous years.
That's so sad. So meaning you're a family man, if I believe so.
Of course.
So how have you been able to cater for the family and everything, the children, health-wise and everything? How have you been able to pull it through?
I can even tell you that to feed the family is a real problem. Even to send my children to school, especially to higher institution, I can't be able to cope because of the situation of the problem of the country rather.
Okay, one last question. You know, this government is termed the renewed hope. They told us that they are going to we are hoping for our hope to be renewed. So I don't know if you believe at first, but my question right now is: do you still believe that there will be something like a miracle, a development that is going to get us out from this mess?
I believe that if the president can at least fulfill what he has promised, definitely I believe that the situation of the country is still going to be better.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Ẹ ká sọ mọ́. Ẹ jọ kí ló kọ yín?
Mọ̀tínà tí wàá sọ̀rọ̀.
Kí lẹ̀ ń tà?
Mo ń tẹ̀wé dún mo ń tẹ̀wé.
Àti ọdún wọlé ti wà lójú orin bí?
Ibi tó ń bí mi sí náà ni ọjà tí màmá mi dẹ̀ ń tà. So ọmọ ti pẹ́ ń bí láti tó bí 25 years.
Wow, 25 years.
Yes, tí mo ti wù bí.
Báwo lọdún yìí ṣe rí fún yín?
Bọ́dà kan lè rí inú ọdún yìí. Káwọ́ kọ́ dúpẹ́ mi wá. Ìlú ò dẹrùn for everybody. Tọmọdé tàgbà ló ń kígbe owó, kò sówó, kò sóúnjẹ. Irú ẹ̀fọ́ tá a ra dọ́sìn kan 1,000. À ń fi 12,000 naira. Ra pieces 12. Tí ò dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Apẹ̀rẹ̀ látẹ̀lẹ̀ ó wọ́n ju 600. 10,000. Dábàá mú dání àlè. Irú tí mo mú dání páàkì ẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ló lára láìlọ́n 1,000 naira. Dábàá ní 5,000 nísìnyí a lè rà. Eléyìí tẹ́lẹ̀ 20 naira 100 naira mo mú dání tí ò dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ṣe wá jẹ́ oúnjẹ tá à ń jẹ ló wọ́n jù níwá especially Ogun State tá a wà yìí dídé bíi Nàìjíríà. So a níjọba àmọ̀pá níjọba à ń sanwó orí àmọ̀pá à ń sanwó orí ebi ń pa mẹ̀kúnnù. Àwọn tó wà lókè wọn fẹ́ káwọn kéékèèké àwọn náà tẹ́wé dùn àti ẹ̀fẹ́ karọ́ mọ́ one school. Ṣé tí ìyá ọmọ kàkọ́ mọ́ máa kà ẹ̀? Ṣé ó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀? So kí wá ní kókó ìjọba ta ní bóyá kó ní kálukú ṣe ìjọba yàrá ẹ̀ tá bá mú 2000 wá jà tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa yó ní ìsín 5000 ra nǹkan bẹ̀ kò sọ́kọ kò síyàwó ìjà lé ní ìjà lọ́la kò sówó lù ẹ ọkọ máa ní ohun olówó ìyàwó náà máa ní kò sówó so owó ti sú wa báàgì rice nígbà tí Jonathan 6000 4000 àgàgà kí ló orúkọ bàbá tó kú yìí Buhari kí ló orúkọ bàbá tó kú yìí Yar'Adua a rí slippers 300 200 rubber slippers ní ti 15 kò lè lóṣù kókó tó já dànù so níjọba kọjọ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ wo bí dájú ìtọjà lórí kọta èló ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù tẹ́lẹ̀ èló ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù ẹ wo bí tá à ń wà orí kọta àwọn kan máa tún láwọn ọmọ nílẹ̀ àwọn fẹ́ẹ́ gbowó dábàá fáwọn lówó ká kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá àwọn ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lójú ojú sí ti ìjọba láwọ̀ kọ́ ṣàánú ebi ń pa mẹ̀kúnnù kọ́ má yẹ ká kúkú òjijì.
Fáwọn olólùfẹ́ ẹ̀fọ́ àti ewédú ẹ júwèé ṣọ́ọ̀bù yìí fún wọn.
Mo wà ní ìyá Rashida Yalaje M Chris iwájú M Chris ni mo wà lójú òre so kò pé méjì ìyá Rashida Yalaje M Chris.
Okay, Nigerians, here we are still on the streets of Ota in Ojore, and now I'll be interviewing
Mrs. Okeke from Ogun State.
Okay, this is Mrs. Okeke from Ogun State, and she is selling like I think tubers. This is yam, plantain, and potatoes. So, Mrs. Okeke, how has business been for you this year?
In fact, it's endurance we are enduring this year because to get us a bit. When we look what is Nigeria is going on, it's very bitty for all mankind today. True, because of the fuel. Fuel expenses too much. That's why sometimes when we buy markets, all the gain that we're supposed to gain, the motor and all expenses we carry it, something like that. In fact, everybody on the pen. So we are need a solution on for this Nigeria today.
Okay, so Mrs. Okeke, we have seen what you are selling, so we want to know the price, the former price, let me say as of last year. Now we compare it to the price of this year. We want to like this your yam now. How much was the worth of this your yam last year, and what is the current price?
In fact, in this time of today, this market of this year is very terrible. Many people are crying for hunger because of the expenses. Some yam that you are selling 1,000 last year is 1,500. People did not have power to buy it at all. But we are just having endurance that next year will be better than this year because people are very unpaid. No money outside. Expenses of market is too much.
So I believe because of the price hike and everything, I can be true if I say that it has affected your customer service. Like people are not showing up like the usual.
Exactly, sister.
So how are you now coping? Comparing the price you are making from this business, how do you use it to run your business, your family, I mean your children, and supporting the family? How do you do it?
But just we are not get choice, but trust on God. We hope that God cannot help live in people. We just manage it as we see ourselves, but it's very terrible. Even if to pay school fees for the house, in fact, it's not so bad, but to believe in God, and God cannot leave us alone. That is why we're just managing it like that. We know that tomorrow will be better than today.
Okay, thank you. So we know that initially this year, before the election, during the campaigns, they were telling us that it's going to be a season of renewed hope because they believe that we Nigerians, we have lost hope. So the current government came with the promise that they are going to give us a new hope. So has your hope been renewed? I know the answer, right? But then I want to know, do you still believe that something is going to happen, that the government is going to do something about this current situation come next year?
Of course, I believe so. Because when they cry, if a baby is crying on the front of his father will know the feeling. I know that government is knowing our feeling much than us because the cry is much, and I believe that next year will be better than this year for people.
Okay, thank you, Miss Okeke. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, good afternoon. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Good afternoon. My name is Mrs. Oluwafisayo Ajaja. I'm a beautician.
Okay, I'm here at Adaza's business enterprise. Said Oluwa, sorry, I can't pronounce that. So, like she said, she's a beautician, and here we are here to interview her on the successes of her business so far. So, we know it's obvious that a lot of things have changed so far. Like January, this is December. So, we want you to give us a brief on how the year has been, and in comparison with last year, what are the differences? Maybe you can mention prices of things and tell us the differences you have experienced this year.
That's a lot. When I say a lot, it's really a lot, because if we are to compare what has been happening since last year compared to this year, is a lot. In terms of prices of things, a lot of things has really skyrocketed when it comes to prices. Like the things we get are tools majorly for our business that we use in making people up. Let's start from foundation, for example. Some foundations that we get for maybe 3,000, 4,000 as that last year, a lot have increased in price. And definitely, that effect on what our service charge would be. So it has really been a lot. A lot of our clients has embraced this like, okay, we all know what's going on, so we can work with that. But a lot of people react to it, and to that effect, we sometimes have to just reach a balance for our customers, our clients, that we don't want to just make them go and not make them look beautiful. So we just have to reach an agreement for them to understand what is going on at the present moment. So it has just been like that for some time. And some clients would even walk away. That's just the truth. They will say, we can't afford this. Is it not just to look beautiful and we are paying that expensive? So if we have to combine our product charge plus our service charge and all, most of the time it's always on the high side. But we have been trying to manage it though, but we thank God. But it's a lot of difference compared to last year.
So I can see also that you're running a POS business. Is the hardship, let me say hardship because it's obvious it's a hardship. So is it connected? Is this why you kind of diversified your business, like start something by the side to add to your income?
Definitely. Even though as per that, it's a lot too, because you'll find out that some people that come around to withdraw, like let's say 10,000, 12,000 before now. When they come now, they'll just say, just give me 2,000 naira. They will first consider their charge on withdrawals, and maybe the income they are earning is also a factor. So a lot of things has reduced drastically. So I think the economy generally is affecting everything. So that's just that about that.
Also, we know that most of these changes is a result of the change in government policy. Like we know that there was fuel subsidy removal, which affected the day-to-day life. If you even like transportation and all that. So I would like you to give us what advice would you like to give the government? If you're a special advisor to a person in government, what would you say to the person concerning the current situation?
All right. The thing is, I must confess, a lot of youth out there are really giving their best. They are trying to make hands meet and to make a lot of things work. So if youth are really trying and giving their best, I feel the government should help in their own little way. If it's just giving grants, there are ways they can check how some businesses are running. If some businesses are actually effective, I believe there are ways they can check and help youths out there, give loans, give grants, and monitor how. Because there was a time, I think when I was serving in the year 2014, as at that time, if you're to have access to loan, there were ways they check how you spend the loan on the business you actually received the loan for, and if the business is really worth it. So if there's a scheme that can actually be put up in that aspect, just for them to help the youths, I think it will go a long way.
Thank you, Miss Hadas. Let me just call you that. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it a lot. And hopefully by next year, 2024, everything will bounce back to normal. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Ẹ káàsán ma.
Ẹ káàsán.
Ṣáájú wọn ma.
A dúpẹ́ o, ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta o.
Yes, kí ló kọ yín ma?
Orúkọ mi Ṣítù Ìyábọ̀.
Kí lẹ̀ ń tà mí?
Oúnjẹ rice, ẹ̀wà, bread, iṣu, àmàlà, gbogbo nǹkan ṣá, gbogbo àwọn gbogbo oúnjẹ oríṣiríṣi ṣá.
Ó ti tọ́dún mélòó lẹ ti wà mí báyìí?
Ó ti tọ́dún mẹ́rin.
Ọdún mẹ́rin. Báwo ló ṣe rí fún yín ọdún mẹ́rin?
À ń yí mọ̀. À ń yí mọ̀ nǹkan tó wọ́n ní ìjẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ bọ́ sí mọ́. Gbogbo nǹkan ti wọ́n. Gbogbo nǹkan ti wọ́n jù. Èédú tá à ń rà ní 3,500 tẹ́lẹ̀ di 7,000. Ráìsì tá à ń rà ní èlò là ń rà tẹ́lẹ̀ ó di 60, 50. Gbogbo nǹkan ti wọ́n jù. Kò yé wa, a kàn ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀wà gan gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wọ́n. Ata ti wọ́n jù, gbogbo nǹkan ti wọ́n, àrí nǹkan kan mọ́, kò yé wa. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ àṣìṣe lásán.
Ìwé yìí ọdún tó kọjá ṣé báyìí bó ṣe rí?
Kò rí báyìí lọ́dún tó kọjá o. Kò rí báyìí lọ́dún tó kọjá, ó sì bẹ́tà o. Ó sì yàtọ̀ lọ́dún tó kọjá, à ń jẹun, à ń tajà, à ń mówó ní owó. Ọdún yìí kò bọ́ sí, gbèsè ti pọ̀ jù. Nígbà tẹ́ bá rajà tí ò pé, báwo lẹ fẹ́ rówó yọ? Tí nǹkan ti wọ́n jù, ó ti wọ́n jù, owó mọ́tò gbogbo ẹ̀.
Customer yín kọ́ ṣọ́ ti reduce àbọ̀ yín pọ̀ sí.
Wọ́n reduce o, wọ́n reduce o, wọ́n ra oúnjẹ o, ráìsì tí wọ́n jù, wọ́n jẹ ráìsì o, wọ́n jẹ ráìsì o.
Bọ̀ bí gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe rí kí lẹ lè rí mú dání pé àdúpẹ́ àṣà àdúpẹ́.
À ń dúpẹ́ pé à ń jẹun, à ń dúpẹ́ àlàáfíà, à ń jẹun, à ń dúpẹ́ àlàáfíà, àṣà wà láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà, gbogbo bóyá á da la sì dúró lé o.
Orúkọ ọlọ́mọ yìí sí ládùúgbò yìí.
A ní ìyó olóúnjẹ wájú Baki complex.
Ìyó olóúnjẹ ajú.
Wájú Baki complex. Baki complex.
Òkè tó ẹ tó bá fẹ́ ra àjà ó lè wá sí ibà yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ó lè wá síbí. Bá sọ pé ọ̀dọ̀ olóúnjẹ tó wà wájú Baki complex wọ́n máa wá.
Kí lẹ lè béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fọ́dún tó ń bọ̀ yìí?
Mo béèrè àánú ni o, k'Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún mi o, kó ṣíjú àánú wò mí, kó ṣíjú àánú wò àwọn ọmọ mi o, káwọn ọmọ mi rà láàánú kan rí ṣe o, kọ́kàn wá balẹ̀ o, ká rí ṣe o, kán gbòṣù káàrú kúrò, k'Ọlọ́run gbòṣù káàrú kúrò lórí mi o. Àánú tí mo tọrọ nìyẹn o.
Tẹ́wọ́ lè bá Tinubu sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí president orílẹ̀-èdè wa kílẹ̀ máa bá sọ báyìí tó yọ ọdún tó ń bọ̀ yìí.
Máa bá sọ̀rọ̀ kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ni, ìrànlọ́wọ́ la fẹ́, kí gbogbo ẹ̀ wálẹ̀, kí gbogbo ẹ̀ dá.
How has this year been for you? One question answered by many persons today on Veegil on the Street. And I won't be wrong to say that for many people, it hasn't been the best of year. But we're hopeful that 2024 will be a better year than this year by God's grace. My name is Oluwapelu Biawe. Thank you for joining us today on Veegil on the Street. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms and let us know how this year has been for you. See you in the next episode.